Previously, we have discussed about strings, and once we have the string, we know what are the different operations can be performed. Similarly, we're having a collection here today. There are three variety of collections: arrays, sets, and dictionaries. The collections are very, very important in day-to-day in our iOS development. We regularly use collection, strings, control statements. Those three things we regularly use: classes and structures and method, calling the methods, etc. Here, collection is group of objects, group of strings. Previously, we have seen only string. Now we are going to see collection. Collection is group of objects. Once we are having a group of objects, what are the different operations we can perform? The sets or the collections are three types: arrays, sets, and dictionaries. We see the differences between them as well. Swift provides three kind of structure collections, like arrays, collection of similar or dissimilar elements. Collection of similar or dissimilar elements. Dictionaries, collection of key value pairs. Set, collection of unique values. These are the differences. I'll explain you in practically. Okay. Collection of similar or dissimilar elements. Collection of similar or dissimilar elements in the sense, in one array, we can have few cars, few students, few strings, few vehicles, few pens, different things. Array is capable of holding any kind of elements, whether it can be all pens or some pens and some books, some students and some classes, some schools and some classes, some vehicles and some cars, anything it can have. Dictionary is a collection of key value pair. Here, the array elements are stored in continuous order. On the RAM, the array elements are stored in an order. Let's say I'm having 10 cars in an array. If the car 0 is carbon, first car is stored at location 0, second car stores at location 1, basically that is called index. The memory also next by next. I'll tell you that as well. Dictionary is collection of key value pairs. This is key. It contains key and associated value. Key, associated value. Key, associated value. In case of array, what happens is when you store array elements in memory, the array elements will be stored one after another, one after another. Whereas in sets and dictionary, the elements will be stored randomly. If this object 6x is the one string, milk, flour, baking powder, bananas. These are the 5 different elements. If you want to store them, we can use array. Internally in the RAM, how these are stored are, assume that 6x are stored at location 100. Milk stores at location 102, 104, 106, 108. If each string takes 2 bytes, one after another, after first 2 bytes, next 2 bytes, next 2 bytes, next 2 bytes, means 100, 102, 104, 106, 108. In case of dictionaries and sets, if the first element stores at location 100, second element will be somewhere around 350. Fourth element will be around 180. Random element, randomly, those are stored. Here, we can access the array elements by using indexes, or even from address also we can access. Because once you know the address of first element, you can also know the address of second, third, fourth element, because these are stored next to next. Next by next. Here, in case of dictionary and set, what happens is one object is at location 100, second object is location at 300, third object is at location 400, fifth object is at location 150. Different locations are there. So to access them, we cannot use the address, we can use the associated value, that is key. Dictionary in the sense, in our dictionary also, in our book dictionary, it contains the word and meaning. But the word will not be duplicated. whereas the meanings can be duplicated. Meanings can be duplicated. Okay, but keys means words. Words can never be duplicated. Those are unique, whereas the values can be duplicated. Here, you can have duplicate values as well. In case of set is also unordered collection. This is ordered collection because the array elements on the memory stored one after another, whereas set and dictionary are known as unordered collections. Here, to access the unordered object, we have key here. We have keys to access the object, whereas to access the set elements, there is no key, there is no index. There is no key, there is no index. We'll see how to access them. You cannot access the specific element here. You cannot access specific element. You can simply ask, give me one object. Set is collection of similar data type values with a duplicate. Here, duplicate does not allowed. Duplicate is not allowed. Anyways, we focus on first array, then we'll jump into the dictionary and set. Let's see here. I'm having an array. This array contains 1, C, integer, character, string, double, boolean. This array is collection of similar or dissimilar elements, right? Here, dissimilar elements. Array is collection of similar or dissimilar data type values stored as ordered collection, one after another, one after another, one after another. If this takes 2 bytes, if the address of this is 100, if it takes 2 bytes, the address of second element is 102. If this address, this element size is 4 bytes, this will be started from 105. If this takes 10 bytes, 115. If this takes 8 bytes, 123, 123. Like one after another, those will be stored. If you know the size of this element, you can also access this by using sizes, by using address as well. Anyways, I'll leave that. Array elements we are having. The array elements can be the array elements stored with index. Index starts from 0 to n minus 1, length minus 1. If there are 5 elements, the last element index is 4. First element index is 0. Access the values using index which start from 0 to n minus 1, that is length minus 1. What are the different operations we can perform? We can create arrays. We can check number of elements in an array. We can check, we can compare 2 arrays. We can add 2 arrays. We can check if an element is existing or not. We can get an element which is at the so-and-so index, replacing existing object, removing something, removing collection, removing sub-brain, different things. Okay, shall we perform? All these are already given here. Anyways, let me show you here. Let array means constant array. Let means constant array. Array which is going to have strings, only strings at this moment. I'm having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one way of declaring string array. Let me put string array. Integer array. Let me declare int array. Int array can be declared. This is we are giving string right here. Instead array. Array right what we need. Even that is also correct. Okay. That is this is one way of declaration. Second way of declaration I'm writing array. Structure, right? Structure can be given like this, right? Sequence, it is asking for sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Array initializer. Array initializer. This is also correct. You can also have one more way. Any array which can hold anything. Okay. Array equal to I'm holding array is asking for sequence, and the sequence is 1, which is a integer. Another one is character, which is string by default. Another one is float, Okay, let's see what is the error here. Array we have specified here, it is using type inference. We are passing integers, everything become integer array. Let me print the values. How to print the values? Just print statement you can use, or for loop if you want to iterate through the arrays. An element in strings array, print an element. We have for loop, right? This is called fast enumeration. For in loop or fast enumeration. For in loop, this is for in loop. Let's run it. Here directly raw value we have given. We have seen right like a string equal to hello world. Similarly, directive values. Here I'm creating objects by using initializers. Initializers. I'm putting integer here. You can, the name is anything. You can put strings, and since I'm using all the strings, I put strings array. I am using all array, all integers, so I put integer array. Any array, because any kind of object I have here. Okay, any array you cannot declare directly. That's it. Any array simply equal to some values. I'm putting multiple values. Now the compiler is unable to infer the type. Infer the type, whether it is here it is allowed, even this also it is allowed. By default, it is considered as array. Here, whenever if you want to save anything, you have any object, right? Any of array. Array of any type. Here also you can also give this string. Array of strings. You need not to mention array here. You can also use this way. Okay, this is one way. This is another way. There are multiple ways. That is what I'm trying to say. But you can use one way, like if you're having directly values, you can use this. Most of the time we use this kind of syntax. Most of the time we use this kind of syntax. Okay. Anyways, this is how we can print the value. I want to check number of elements in the string. Number of elements in an array. Number of elements. How to get the number of elements in array? We are having method count. In string also we are having method, right? Count. Here also same thing. Number of elements. How many number of elements? 5 elements. I want to access the only particular element. Element at index 3. Arrays are very dangerous whenever you are playing with indexes. Okay, I'm giving 3. This is subscript. What we call is by using subscript we can access subscript and index. At location 3, we have 3 only. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. If you want to override, I want to insert some value at the end. I want to have 4, I want to insert 5, append. Append is not possible here. Yes, append. See, yeah, append we have here. Append new element. What is asking for? It is, since it is string array, it is asking for string only. Here, but we need to make this as var. And to modify the array, right? After adding. String array dot count. It should be 6 now. We have added one element, that is 5. Total number of elements should be 6 now. After adding element, it is 6. I want to check if it is empty or not. Strings array data is empty. We have the same method in string also, right? If array is empty or not, string is empty or not. Same methods. Print array is not empty. Array is empty. Sorry, it is empty. If it is empty, I'm just inverting. Array is empty. This becomes not empty, right? When you put a logical not. Array is not empty. Array is empty. We can compare. Comparison, how do we compare? Equal to, right? If strings array equal to my new, let's say names, letters, numbers, we can say numbers. I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just comparing the rest with the numbers. Print 2 arrays are equal, else 2 arrays are not equal. Two arrays are equal, 2 arrays are not equal. I want to check whether the particular element is existing or not. If strings array contains is a method, right? Contains is a method. Here also I'm using contain. I just want to check 0 is existing or not. If it is existing, print 0 is part of array. Perfect. Removing, we can also remove, we can also modify the value. Strings array at index 0, I'm overriding. At index 0 already we are having a value. I want to override that by 0. I want to put 0 instead of JDALO. I want to put 0. Print strings array. I can actually print it by using print statement. Now 0 became 0. JDALO became 0. I want to see what other operations we are having. Dot when append we have seen start index. Here indexes are integers. Previously for the strings, the indexes are string.index. There is little difficult to understand string.index, but here it is integer, so directly you can pass it. Count to check the number of values. Description is not required. This capacity is not a custom mirror debug end index, hash value encode. Remove all. If you want to remove all the elements, you can remove. Append contents. If you want to append array, we have appended one element 5. If you want to append multiple values, append contents of 5 we are having, right? 6, 7. Print string array. We add multiple elements in single go. Strings array dot append single element. Start index count append contents of that is array capacity debug end index. Remove all hash, remove auto. If you want to remove a particular location, we need to pass integer. I want to remove a particular location. Let's say I want to remove auto. I want to remove 100 location. 100 location is not there. See what happens. Arrays are very dangerous when you play with indexes. Okay, it should be within the index only. Within the index. Index starts from 0 to n minus 1. So what we need to do? If element index, I'm taking element index equal to 100. If strings array dot count less greater than element index. If array elements are more than this element, or not one, at least we need to have 101 to perform this operation, right? Index of 100 means the actual element is index 100. 100 means 101 elements should have. The string should have string array should have 101 elements. Okay, then only we can perform. Okay, otherwise out of bounds exception, or else I can safely come. Index is not available. Index is not available. Let me put 5 here. We have index 5 something. We have 6. Index 5 we have 5 only. What happened? Index 5 don't we have any value? Index frame 6 objects should have. Let me show you again what are the different objects it has. Print object, strings. PO means print object. On console also we can check string array. Let me print string array, which has 7 elements. The problem here is we are not using end index here. That is the problem. Anyways, run it. It should give the 5. What is that? String. We have removed at index, which is giving remove at index 5, right? Like end index, element index. After removing, print the values. Print strings array. After removing 5 is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Perfect. This is how you can perform different operations on arrays. We know how to declare arrays, how to create arrays. We know how to use arrays where E is empty. It simply gives true or false. Index, insert, remove all, remove capacity. These are not required. Whatever are required, we have already discussed. I want sort them. Sorting is important. Let us do remove first, remove last, remove all, reverse, shuffle, sort. Sort is important. Sorted, sort both array. Yeah, those are the methods we have. Sort. Okay, after sorting, let's print it. Strings array. After sorting, F, O, S, T, T, alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, it is sorted out. Okay, removing all, we can perform string dot remove all. Remove at a particular location. Remove all, remove last, remove first, remove last n elements, remove first n elements. There are many methods, whatever are required, whatever are we use in day-to-day life. I have already discussed. Any more doubts here? We'll jump into the dictionaries and sets. Here, array can hold duplicate elements as well. I can have multiple zeros here. No, not an issue. Not on it. If you know string, we can compare the same string concept into the arrays, dictionaries, and sets as well. Okay, multiple zeros also you can have 0, 0, 0, 0 here. Same kind of values you can have. But internally, the indexes are different. For this, the index is 0. For this, the index is 1. But those are differentiated with the indexes. Is this clear? I'm jumping into the dictionaries.
Yes, sir. Clear.
The same examples I have given here. You can go through them. Dictionary. Array is, in interviews, they will ask you what is the difference between array and dictionary. Array is ordered collection, whereas dictionary is unordered collection of key value pairs. Ordered collection, unordered collection. Array can hold duplicate values. Even dictionary can hold duplicate values, but keys are unique. Okay. This is how we can create dictionaries. Key value, and multi-value dictionary. Key, you can have one key, different value, one key, double one key, something. Printing is same as well. Even displaying also same thing. Let me show you the example. Dictionary. How to create dictionary? Let me comment this out. Perfect. New playground we have here. Dictionary. Dictionary. What is the definition of dictionary? Dictionary is unordered collection of key value pairs. Let my dictionary. That's pin codes. Okay. The dictionary, I can have dictionary. This is one of the ways to create dictionary. Order band dictionary event reading. See the error. No error. Perfect. Um, Here, dictionary, whenever we are specifying dictionary, we also need to specify what kind of key we need and what kind of value you need. I'm going to have string is a key and value is again string. String and string. String. What is this? String column string. See if it solves our problem. Angelic list. Sorry. Is this correct? No. Conjugate statements must be separated. I'll separate it. I'll separate it. Still failing. Anyways, what is the problem here? Must be separated by column. Yes, we see the other way of doing key type and value type. I'm having a string and a string here. I'm going to hold like let me put string and int. I'm going to have like Hyderabad is the key. The pin code is 500082 something. This is one pair, comma, Kadapa, and the pin code is 516172. This is one key value pair. Vijayawada. Vijayawada is the key. Pin code is 8 something. Bangalore. Something. Okay, here we are having key value base. This is key, which is after we have already declared. This is my dictionary, which is holding dictionary. Whenever you put square braces and two values, key value pair here, key type, value type. If you simply put a string here, this becomes array. This is array. This is dictionary. Okay, we are also how to create multiple ways. This is key value pair. This is key. This is value key value. Now, how to print? For loop we can use, right? A pair in pin codes. Print a pair. This is how we can iterate to the dictionary. Perfect. What key is so and so, value is so and so printed. If you want to access a particular element, accessing pin code of Hyderabad. How to access pin code of Hyderabad? Pin codes. Here, instead of index, we need to use string as subscript. We have given that strings array of 0 we are given. Here, zeros are not valid. Here you have to use key. What is the key? Hyderabad is the key here. For Hyderabad, we are supposed to get 500082. 82 is printed. If you want to add a new element, pin codes dot append. What is that? Append. Let's make this as first var to modify it. Pin codes is a dictionary. Is empty. First thing, counting. Counting, we see. We'll also do all the operations. Count number of pairs in dictionary. Count, we have string. In strings also we have count. Here also we have count. Even in arrays also we have count. Right, accessing particular element, finding number of elements in a dictionary. Pin codes are remove start index capacity, end index values. If you want to get only values, you can also get only values. Only values. Only keys also you can get. Only values. These are only values. Only keys also you can get. Only keys. only keys Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Bangalore, Kadapa. Pin codes dot keys remove what? It is giving it asking for something index values count start index is empty to check whether the dictionary is empty or not. And index is not remove all. If you want to remove everything, you can remove value for key. If you want to remove value for particular key, Hyderabad, then print in codes. After removing Hyderabad, the rest of the things are three key value pairs. If you keep invalid key, see what happens. When you keep invalid key, it is not removed. Making sure that in case of arrays, indexes are dangerous. In case of dictionaries, keys are dangerous. You need to give proper key. Even here, the crash will not happen. But in case of arrays, if you give out of bounds index, it gives you crash. Okay. Even here also, it's kind of problematic. Hyderabad. I want to get a value for inputs. Kadapa value I want to get. Print pin code here. Let's run it. We got 516172. If we give Kada, it is nil. Okay, optional it is giving. Actually, it may or may not be existing. If you give proper key, then only the value existing. If you give invalid key or value which is not existing, I want to Nellore key. Nellore key, there is no key called Nellore. Okay, here the values can be duplicate. I'm using same values. Let's run. Okay, Kadapa is there, Vijayawada is there, Bangalore is there, Hyderabad is there, but value for Kadapa and Hyderabad are same. Let me give duplicate keys as well and see. It is giving crash itself. Let me put in this, not in this way. Let me put duplicate keys here. We're having input side. Let me add new element. Inputs of new element is key. Hyderabad equal to file something I'm giving. Added new element. Print inputs. First I give Nellore. To check whether it is able to add or not. I'm again giving Nellore with a different value. Print inputs. What happens? See, Nellore is added at the first time and it is printed. Again, I added Nellore. Okay. Second time, if you see the previous value which was there is not there. It is updated the new value, but it is not added new element. It is not added new key value pair. Inputs add append. There are no methods like adding appending. The only way is like this. We add something. This is how you need to do. Perfect. These are the variety of methods which we are having in the dictionary. Dictionary we use little there, but very important. All these collections. Any more doubts here? You can understand. Duplicate keys are not allowed. Even if you put duplicate keys, what happens? The previous value will be overridden. Any more doubts?